Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Seems like the bulls are waking up here on Sunday. Typical Sunday end of the week volatility. It's good to see finally some movement. Yesterday, around about the same time, we saw a price break out of this descending wedge that certainly gave Ethereum some further upside pressure here. And yeah, we deal with a bullish and a bearish scenario. I'm going to show you first the short-term bearish one. I don't really have a real bearish scenario, but short-term bearish where price could still drop lower into our yellow support area. So this scenario assumes that Ethereum is simply seeing a deeper corrective pullback, which is at the moment a valid interpretation because of the low, we only have 3 waves up. Okay, so in the bearish, or let's say short-term bearish count, we assume that off the high, we came down in a wave W, rallied in an X wave, and now come down in a Y wave. And in here we have an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. Yeah. So this is absolutely likely and reasonable to assume. We have no evidence for something different. Analysis always has to be based on evidence. What do we have here in terms of the subdivisions of the B wave? We have an A wave, we have a B wave, and a C wave as subwaves. Okay. Or WXY. This is not entirely clear to me. It looks quite messy what's going on here. But that spike is quite impulsive now. Now, we have next resistance at 1934, I think, which is the 1.618, 1937, plus minus a few dollars depending on your exchange, which is the 1.618 extension. There could be a reaction there. It's certainly a level of interest. Bear in mind that if it's a B wave, it can rally high. Yeah, B waves, if they want to, they can create false breakouts. There isn't really a clear target for a B wave. But based on what's reasonable to assume, it should see a reaction around 1937 if this is the scenario. This is the, let's call it bearish case, short-term bearish. As long as we as long as we only have 3 waves up, I have to assume this is a B wave, okay? At least for now. And we then come down in a wave C of Y, maybe to 1660 or a little lower. Okay, but as we said, the chance is certainly there, and it's not unlikely, yeah, that Ethereum has already bottomed here. If that's the case, then we formed a WXY to the downside and finished here. Been saying that quite a lot, and therefore I bought last week and made channel members aware. Because it just happens, sometimes the market just turns around and you need to be prepared. So that's why we considered the bullish case as well. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. As soon as Ethereum fills in 5 waves, we can assume that we have a low in. Until then, honestly, we still have the option of a B wave. It doesn't matter how high it goes, really. So just be aware of that, okay? So we won't really know. We can't really confirm from an analysis point of view that a low has been made, a lasting low in wave 2, until we have 5 waves up. I mean, at some point, if it always goes higher, we have to just assume it. But at the moment, I'm tracking both, okay? So what you need to understand, if I only see 3 waves up, it is a B wave. If we see a wave 4 and a wave 5 as well, it's likely that we've bottomed. So that's sort of, in a nutshell, what Ethereum is doing here. I gave you that next resistance at 1937. Above that level, I've got very strong resistance, most likely here around 2020 US dollars. We can also look at the Fibonacci retracement levels. Yeah. And that would be also here 1913. We reacted a little bit here to the golden ratio. But it doesn't seem like it wants to stop. So we had 1937 as relevant level of interest. That's also here where the previous swing high on the 7th of May was made. Now we've got the 78.6 retracement at 1961. That's an important level. And then up here, $2,020. Above 2020, in my opinion, the chances increase that this is actually bullish and we are already in a breakout, which would be interesting. Here, it would certainly save a lot of the altcoins, which are currently in their bullish setups, from drowning. But ultimately, I need to see the 5 waves. So, okay, so that's sort of the situation at the moment with Ethereum. Since Thursday or Wednesday, we've been moving up here. And so far, there hasn't been any sign that this local uptrend is stopping. So still absolutely no sign, rather the opposite at the moment. Let's check on volume. I mean, this is a weekend pump, but volume is now going higher here as well. Yeah, so it's, but overall, if you zoom out a little bit, it's not massive, but we still see, but we already see some increased volume, at least here on the 1 hour chart. Let's go to the 4 hour. Here we see slightly increased volume, but it's not, nothing compared to what we had in the weeks before. So it's still overall, if you consider the context, fairly low volume, which is also why I don't want to rule out here another low. Okay, so just be aware of that. But until then, we'll keep tracking both until we get clarity here. Always bear in mind, they are both likely options. I'm already ruling out all the unlikely ones, okay? And of course, I'm getting more positive towards a direct breakout, but as long as we don't have 5 waves, I have zero evidence. And as I said, analysis always needs to be based on analysis, on evidence. Now, that doesn't mean you need to wait with entering a trade until we have that confirmation. That's see analysis and trading as separate. Okay. So for example, I already bought some somewhere here. I can't remember where exactly. Because I know that this stuff happens all the time. Okay. Even though the analysis said we're probably going to go lower, but again, you always need to be prepared. So consider the different scenarios, because the alternative or second likely scenario said we can have a larger bounce or maybe even break out. Consider all these scenarios and make your plan, okay? The market is messy. Yeah, it used to be clean years ago. I remember in my earlier days of crypto trading, 2018, 2017, honestly, markets were much cleaner, crypto especially. Also much easier to analyze, especially with Elliott Waves as well. But yeah, those times are gone. Yeah, we need to adapt for more choppy market structures, especially here in this correction. Yeah. But yeah, let's see. I mean, it's exciting. Let's see if we finally get some movement. It was really boring over the last few weeks, so hopefully we get a bit of movement in. I'm happy either way. If it goes up and comes down, this would give another opportunity to scale in again. If we already break out, I mean, then we talk about $3,000 plus. But don't forget, when we fill in these 5 waves, we should see a 3-wave pullback afterwards, which could be the next trade setup for anybody who missed this trade setup, which we touched. So yeah, okay, that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.